Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 199. I know we go plenty of episodes without ever telling you the number, but it's kind of a big deal to get to 200. For today's episode, we're going to pull from some of our favorite clips and things that we said, and we just want to share them with you. We know that sometimes you go backwards, but sometimes it's hard to do that. So enjoy listening to some of our favorite clips from the past 198 episodes. You know, when those thoughts are coming in so fast, will I ever be able to relate to people again? Am I dying? Can we survive financially? Can I still love my body? And will my partner still love my body? Is intimacy ever going to be the same? Is my family planning done? Like, what if it changes? What if it comes back? What if it recurs? Some of it is just staying present and grounded, and like, we'll deal with that if it comes. Hanging on to the words that hopefully your oncologist has said, you know, having some faith in science and that the right thing will come. But it's also just really about not borrowing trouble. Spoiler for my next book, I literally thought, because I was sexually active as a high schooler, and my church was like, that was
the biggest sin you
could have. That when I was diagnosed, I thought, I didn't think it'd be cancer. I thought it'd be AIDS. I don't want to say it was a relief, but it was almost like, oh, this doesn't surprise me that much. It felt like this was the punishment for the crime, because that's what I was taught. I was taught that you will not get through sinning without a punishment.
Yeah.
And the punishment is this, and if you lose your life over it, then so be it.
Then that's the punishment.
I wanted to talk about the relationship with your doctor, what to expect, but also maybe ways to improve it, recognizing whether or not the team is the right team for you, right? So
setting that team that's going to be best for you.
Yeah.
And how do we do that? Where's our power? What can we do? What maybe do we not know how to do? I mean, we're going to talk about all that.
And things that you can do in 5 minutes to build momentum. The first thing is meditate. The next one is journal. Let's talk about movement. Text a friend. Sometimes it just starts with cleaning something really small. If there's something that you just keep thinking about that you need to do or whatever, can you take a step forward in a couple of minutes? Just create that momentum and, get things going. 10 things I wish I would have known when I found out I had cancer. Number 1, a doctor does more than prescribe meds. Sometimes going farther away for your treatment, for your doctors, is a good thing. One of my other ones was people can't support you if you don't tell them. It feels better with a plan. Number 5 might be a little controversial.
Love it.
There is such a thing as too much information. 6 is your intuition is probably right. Number 7 is your kids really, if they're young, are not going to be super affected. The next one with that, it's okay to put yourself first. Ports are good. No one can put a timeline on your life. Of course, because everything in my life kind of somehow trickles back to cancer. I was thinking about how we as women, how maybe that impacts us going through cancer. Who are we trying to please, sort of thing? And do we feel that we are worth, fighting for, I guess, Mm-hmm. At the time, we were probably still scanning like every 3 months.
For sure we were, yes.
And scans, I feel like when you have metastatic disease, like going into scans, there's so much anxiety. It's so hard to kind of do that body scan and not go, oh, I think my back hurts. Oh, that feels a little weird. It's so hard to not get anxious about that. For sure. I'm not trying to be superwoman here. I'm trying to figure out how to piece together a daily routine that works for me.
I'm thinking, yeah, and if you're lucky to have a daily routine that works for you, if you've gotten to that point, there's always curveballs.
For sure.
You know, I got one tomorrow where
Yes.
it takes us out of our normal routine. Well, I have to then think and go, okay, when am I going to do what and how am I going to piece that in? It's going to be different.
Yeah.
But that's for me because we are in normal, but we have a big change of life coming up here, going back to school, doing that. That's going to be a big change.
Yeah.
How do you plan? And that's, you know, it can be, we got an appointment today and we're gone all day.
Yeah.
We're leaving at 6 a.m.
Yep.
We're going to be back at 6 p.m. or something. Yep. How do I still...
Well, and then it's like, do you need to fit those things in? Or do you give yourself... You take a day off? I mean, I actually, when I was looking at building my schedule for the next month or so, and looking at like strength training, I decided I'm going to do legs Monday, Wednesday, arms Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday be a makeup day. Because you know what I mean? Because like for me, I know that there's a chance in there
for sure
that it won't work,
yeah.
right? Or and that's okay. I mean, done is better than perfect kind of thing, and it's not worth getting into your head about, well, if I can't do it, perfectly, then I won't do it at all. But also just recognizing I need flexibility.